Hello everyone and welcome to another Fallout 76 tips and tricks video. Today I am on my builder, my low level builder character, and I'm going to show you a few decorating tips and tricks, 7 to be exact. But before we get into it, I would like to give a shout out to one of my patrons over on Patreon, Michael Ingenito. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I apologize if I'm not. But anyways, I appreciate your support of the channel. Thank you so much. All right, let's get into it. These are going to be some decorating tips. Some of them are going to be very simple. Some of them are going to be a little bit more complex. And hopefully there's something here for everybody. So let's get right into it. So this tip was actually given to me by a subscriber and patron of mine, Aranora. You might have seen a couple of her camp tours on my channel already. And she has a channel of her own, so I will leave the link for it down in the description. Go check her out. She just started it, so she doesn't have much on it yet, but go check her out. She's a Fallout 76 builder as well. And she made up this, or at least I don't know if she made it up, but I did get it from her, so. It's very, very, very simple, but you will need, for this, unfortunately, you do need to have the potted row of succulents, which came in the spring bundle. I believe it came in the spring bundle, or I think you could also buy it separately in the item shop last year. And as of the making of this video, I think the spring bundle is back on sale in the Atom shop, but you know, you'll have to go check for sure because I don't know how long it's lasting. But anyways, keep an eye out for a lot of these tips are going to involve Atom shop stuff, and Atom shop stuff comes and goes, and then it will come back again, and then it will leave. It's coming and going pretty regularly, so if it's not there now, it might be there later. So just check it occasionally, and if it's not there, you might see it there sometime. And then you also need the candle from the, I believe this is the Antique Lights set, the plan. And all you do is just stick the candle in there, and it makes a little candle centerpiece for your table. It's very simple, but you know, I hadn't thought of it when I visited her camp and saw it. I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. So I thought I would put it in this video. This next tip is one that I made up myself. And you might have seen it in my last video that I made of my own camp tour. I call it my spice rack. It's not really a spice rack, more like a herb shelf. And for this you will need the big table from the Antique Tables plan, and then you will need where is it? This one. Oh, here, let's pull this out from the wall a little bit. You start with it pulled out from the wall just a tiny bit, and then you get the long rustic bench, which is what the name of the plan is, long rustic bench. And you just put it on the back of the table. Again, this is just a very simple little piece of furniture that you can make, basically, like that. And then if you've got the succulents, the potted succulents from the Atom shop. These were around at the very beginning of the game, and they were in the Atom shop for a long time, and then they took them out. So they're not currently for sale, but probably a lot of you guys have these if you've been playing the game for a long time. You can put other stuff up here too. You don't have to put only succulents. And then once you have it all ready to go like that, you can move it into the position that you want it to be. If you have the table started up against the wall as close as it can go, you won't be able to get the shelf on all the way back because it actually sticks out behind the table a little bit. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. So I like to put this in my kitchen whenever I make a kitchen. You might have seen it in my build video that I did, or in, not my build video, but my tour of my own camp. I had it in my kitchen. And one cool thing that you can do with these types of furniture, including this thing too, You can actually blueprint these. If you just create the blueprint of the actual thing. I've already done one, but I'll show you. Then you can actually blueprint. Yeah, so you can actually just build another one like this, and it'll just save you time to have a blueprint. See, I blueprinted my my spice rack, and that could be just like if you regularly remove your camp and you want to use this in all of your camps, you can just blueprint it and then place it down like any other piece of furniture, and it saves you a lot of time. Now, I know that this is an extremely basic design and it doesn't require any kind of like trick to accomplish it, but I've seen other people do something similar to this in other camps that I've just encountered in the world, and I thought it was a really cool idea to make sort of a bathroom type sink or a vanity. If you want to have a more elegant looking bathroom, I know they have the sink that you can build from the Atom Shop, but if you're looking for a little bit more elegance, you can go with this. And so just to let you know what this is a table from the End Tables plan. This is the resort mirror that you buy from the White Springs Resort, and this is the punch bowl that you get in the Atom Shop. I don't know if it's still available, so you'll have to just go check, but this is the Fashnack Stein that you could earn by completing one Fashnack event this year. Fashnack just ended recently, so anyway, I just thought I'd put that there for sort of like to simulate the pitcher that you'd pour the water from into the wash bowl. Anyway, it's like I said, it's not like something extremely amazing, but if you blueprint it, you can build it like any other piece of furniture all together. As long as you don't have a max on your punch bowl, because you can only build one punch bowl in your camp. So if you have one already built, you won't be able to put your blueprint down. It'll be red, and it'll say that it exceeds the maximum build budget, or build count, I should say. It says exceeds the maximum build count, and that's because you already have a punch bowl built. But anyway, that's just a simple little thing that you can use to, beautify your camp. Just a decorating tip. A cool thing to do with the long curtains is to put them over a door to make a different type of doorway. And I got this idea right after they came out, but I've seen other people do this in their camps already as well. And it's very simple to do, although you will see that you can't actually place these curtains over a doorway. They don't snap on. They snap on over windows. So what you do then is all you have to do is replace your door with a window like that, and then you can snap the curtain over and then turn your window back into a door, and you've got a curtained doorway. Now it is just barely wide enough to get through. Sometimes you might get snagged on it a little bit. All you have to do to get free is to go sideways through it a little bit. And some people have mentioned to me before that it's really difficult to get power armor through here. I tested it, and you can. I didn't find it any different. Sorry for the... I don't have a fusion core for some reason. I have no idea why, because I had some, but now something happened to them. Anyway, no, I don't have any trouble getting through here with power armor. It is exactly the same with power armor as it is without power armor. You get snagged on it once in a while, but generally speaking, you don't. So the next thing I'm going to show you is how to get rid of the ugly stovepipe on your stove. And if you don't even have the red version, I mean, that one is even uglier. Sorry, the lighting isn't very good because it's actually gotten dark since I started recording my video, but it's even uglier. So, I always hated the stovepipe, and recently I realized that if you put your stove right in front of a door, you can move your stove back just far enough. You'll have to like sort of line it up with the edge of your wall. It might take a little bit of trial and error to get it perfect. You turn it, yeah, you can turn it back into a wall, and your stovepipe will be hidden on the outside. That's not quite close enough. So it might take a little trial and error before you sort of get the hang of it, but once you do, your stovepipe will be hidden outside, and you'll have a nice, beautiful looking stove. Because, I mean, the smoke would come out of them, and really, that would just be stinky and messy coming out of there all the time. So, you know, put them on the outside. Obviously, if you put your stove up against an interior wall, like what you want to have, like for a bedroom or something, then it will be sticking through the other side of the wall into your room, so you might not want to do that. You'll want to make sure that it goes to an exterior room, or in this case, you can see that this room actually goes into my generator. So you can see it's sticking out here. Turn on my Pip-Boy light. There we go. That's better. So it doesn't stick all the way out, but you know, it kind of makes it look like plumbing or something on the outside. So there you go, you guys. A nice stovepipeless stove. Now, the next one deals with this awful, awful thing. The cabinets, the metal cabinets from the cabinets plan. This hanging one is supposed to hang on the wall, and in Fallout 4 it does hang on the wall, but in Fallout 76 it won't. It won't snap to the wall. It snaps to the ceiling. So you can actually snap it to the ceiling. So that's weird, right? Bethesda, what? Why do we want that? What use is that? Who can use this thing? Well, you can't. So, nobody ever uses these for that reason. Well, I have discovered a way that you can use them. And I saw this on a video a long time ago, and I can't remember who did it, so I'm sorry I'm sorry about that. I do not remember who actually made this up. It was ages ago, and I don't even remember what the video was called, but yeah, I did not make this up. If any of you guys know who is responsible for this cool trick, let me know down in the comments. Anyways, so there's a way you can actually kind of hang these on the wall. So obviously you need the cabinets plan, but you also need sit under chairs. You also need the long rustic bench plan. Okay. Once again, pull it out from the wall. It's similar to my spice rack in that we're putting the long rustic bench on the back, and then you need the toolbox plan, or you can also use the footlocker. Either of them work. Put the toolbox directly in the middle of the bench, and then when you get the hanging cabinet, you can actually slide that in there like so. Make sure it's straight and that nothing is sticking out in a weird way, and then build. And you can actually come back here to check and make sure it's not back too far, and then move it forward. Check. Good. Oh. That's way too far back. Bring that forward a little bit. There. Everything's got to line up for it to work just right and actually look good. So, again, it might take a little trial and error, but a lot of these tips and stuff do. So, once you've got it where you want it, you can move it back against the wall. And you have... it's not actually hanging on the wall, but it looks like it's hanging on the wall. And another trick that you can do is you can actually stack these if you want. So you can get another small toolbox, or if you don't want to repeat 2 red toolboxes on the same piece of furniture, you can just use this because it fits 2. You can use either or. Then you can actually fit a second one on top of this one. Just get it lined up. I'm not trying to do it quite perfect for this video because it's a little bit time consuming. I think it's bugging out a little bit because I have it up against the wall, and so it's not wanting to go in perfectly. There we go, that's better. Anyway, so then you can move the whole thing back against the wall and you have yourself a nice piece of garage furniture. Now, you can blueprint the single upper cabinet version. So, as you can see, I've got one blueprinted, and you can just build one. They build really nice. If you try to blueprint the double version, though, this happens. The double, well, both of them sink. The toolbox sinks, and then this thing pops up on top of the toolbox, and then that one sinks down inside the other one. So the double one, while you can blueprint it and it will build, it doesn't stay built. So probably the best way then would be to just blueprint one and then just add another one on top of it if you want a second one. But anyway, there you go, a different way to help decorate your shops and garages. So, to make your vendors light up, make sure you have power coming to your vendor. And what I like to do is have my vendors under a roof and have power coming down through the roof, because it just makes it so much tidier that way. And you can have a conduit above each vendor like that. Then what you need to do is get the lights, this one. I believe this is from the assorted lights plan, I think. And anyways, you just build it. This is the one that you have to power up. So go ahead and do that. Attach it to your vendor, not the conduit up there. Attach it to your actual vendor. Okay? And then once you power it up, you can just come up to it and cycle the color. Don't cycle this too quickly. Like, you don't want to just like mash the button, or it'll cycle past, because it changes really slowly, and you'll probably cycle past the color that you want. So it'll go through the yellows and the oranges and the reds and greens and blues, and so just it has different shades or intensities of each. So just find the one that you want. Once you find the one you want, go back into build mode, and then select the light. And then all you have to do is just move it inside there, and it will light up the inside of your vendor. It just makes it a little bit more interesting. If you have more than one vendor, you can have each one a different color, whatever. And anyways, so I've seen a few people do this. I'm not sure who actually made it up. A lot of these tips and tricks have been floating around for a while now, and I'm not sure where I learned them or who made them up, so I'm sorry, I cannot credit anyone for this. If anybody knows who made this up, please let me know down in the comments. All right, but anyway, that is how you can light up your vendors. I thought it was pretty cool. And that's going to do it for this video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my 7 decorating ideas, tips, tricks. Let me know down in the comments what you thought. Did you know all of these already, or was I showing you something new? I would love to know. If you have any more cool decorating tips or tricks for me that you think that I should make a video about, leave them down in the comments. And especially if you know a specific person who has done this, if you know the source, leave a link to the source, or at least tell me the name so that I can give them credit in the video too, because I do like to give credit where it's due, and it's hard when I don't know where the idea actually came from, so be sure to do that. Anyways, you guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope to see you all in the next one. If you would like to help support my channel, you can do that by following the links in the description to my Patreon and Ko-fi pages. And I also have a Teespring shop where you can buy shirts, t-shirts, and mugs, and stickers, and all kinds of different things that have my Wasteland Dovah King logo on them. And that helps to support my channel as well. So go check those out down in the description. And also, if you would like to hang out with a cool Fallout community, go check out my subscriber Discord server. The link is also down below. We have a really fun group of people over there, and it's a really nice, safe place. We don't have any bullies over there. We all get along pretty good over there. It's really nice. So go check us out if you're looking for a safe, friendly online community that loves Fallout. And you can also meet people to play Fallout 76 with in there. There's a lot of people on there who love to play with other people, so go check it out, you guys. And I am over there all the time as well, so you might, be able to see me. So anyway, that will do it for this video, you guys. I'm going to be having some more tips and tricks videos for you in the near future, so subscribe and hit that bell so that you know when I upload my next video. Until then, you guys, remember to play safe, play nice, and have fun. Bye.